Good evening, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the first game of the East Coast Junior Lacrosse League East Coast Cup, which is going to see the Hurricanes take on the Eastern Shore Breakers. One thing I found funny, interesting, I'm here with Brendan Smithson, a little familiarity.
We've done this a few times.
We have done this a few times, and it never gets old. It's always fun. It's always exciting, and we are looking for a good game tonight. Interesting enough, a lot of people thought Eastern Shore might not be here, thought it might be Sackville, but speaking to some of the Eastern Shore staff, they certainly feel that they deserve to be here, and they peaked at the right time, and this was all part of their plan. So while others may feel they're an underdog, Eastern Shore certainly does not feel there. So
in their last 9 games, Mitch, they won 8 of them.
That's fantastic.
So they got hot at the right time. I got to see game 1 between the Wolves and the Breakers, and let me tell you, I don't think anybody was going to stop the Breakers on that night. They just had that look in their eye and dominated from start to finish, for sure. These teams have met 3 times this year already. The Hurricanes have taken 3 of them. They met 4 times. Hurricanes have taken 3, but 2 of them were 1-goal games.
Well, there you go.
So you're talking about 2 teams that are very tight in this league. So it should be a great game.
It all resets here. As we get the draw, a quick whistle is going to go Eastern Shore's way.
You got number 21, Pierce Batchelder, who is leading the league in points in 12 games at 70 points.
Phenomenal lacrosse player, Batchelder. Good movement here from the Breakers, as that's Hannah Kent working the ball up top there, moves it to the right side as they exchange. Batchelder comes over, the head comes off her stick, she drops the shaft, and the Hurricanes pick up and go the other way quickly as they transition the ball well. A safe pull-out play there from Renee McGilvery. Good responsible lacrosse from the young lacrosse player there.
The Breakers, you'll see, will play a zone defense. So you'll see a lot of opportunities for outside shots in this, and their goalie's got to be on. So it'll be interesting to see how the shooters go for the Hurricanes. Usually they're very accurate.
A good defensive set there from the Breakers. Getting that turnover there. Not allowing the Hurricanes a shot on net during the shot clock. 18 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the first. Loose ball picked up, an outside shot, just deflected wide, but recovered there by Kent. Kent peels back with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna cut under her defender, gets a shot off. Nice save there from Greer Noggle.
Last year's goalie of the year, Mitch.
And fantastic goalie, great stick. She can throw the ball very well. Look for her to be a threat in transition. Good movement here from the Hurricanes. Up with time to work, 16 on the shot clock. That ball's put on the ground by the Breakers defense.
Some pressure there.
Again, time winding down. Eastern Shore causing another turnover.
You can see the Breakers' zone defense keeping them to the outside. Tough to get those shots off.
Very true, very true. A nice pick off here from the Hurricanes in transition. It's going to be Ava Lorette. I believe she was the one that got that shot off. I looked down at the stat sheet just to catch the name.
It was a beautiful transition, intercepted it. On the way back, she pulled a spin move in front and buried it in the bottom corner.
Beautiful. We get a second look here on the replay, courtesy Tanner McDonald. Thank you, Tanner. Had the goaltender thinking one way and going the other way.
Excellent.
Nice attempt there by netminder Kate Heaslip. But just
Loretta's a call-up from their U17 female team. So having the young kids making an impact early on in the finals. Right. This is a great experience for them.
Georgia Davis just missed the opportunity in front as the Hurricane is down. Allie Keeping now moving the ball over to the right side. Recovered there by the Canes and a reset shot there. Recovered by 49. That's Ann Christie. Christie loses that ball. A nice hack there from 19. And a moving pick as well as we got a minor interference. Nice little chop there by Myra St. Hilaire. Loose ball pickup again. Ooh,
Called again on the interference.
Eastern
That's the
Shore.
third unsuccessful clear in a row. You can't have that happen.
Exactly. 2 with the unforced minor interferences. That will make it for a long night, all night for sure. Good movement here from the Hurricanes. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 17 minutes and some change left. It is a warm one here in the barn as we are settling in.
Hot outside, always hot inside. Spryfield at playoff time, eh?
Good outside shot here from the Hurricanes. That's recovered by Hillslip. Good breakout pass here, recovered by the Breakers. No, that's broken up. Eventually will be picked up by the Hurricanes and moving in with some speed. Oh, an inside-outside move met by, great save as she recovers that. That was, excuse me, we're just having a little bit of difficulty with the list here. Georgia Davis getting the ball up to Grace Allison. That's going to get recovered. The Breakers now getting possession after a long time on D, looking for...
I got to get this one out, Mitch.
Absolutely. You can't keep playing D that long. Another pass. The Breakers are going to have to start using their feet a little bit more in transition, getting the ball up quicker.
10-second call there on the Breakers, not getting it over the line for the 10-second mark.
Good movement here. Outside shot turned aside by the keeper. Recovered there by number 10. Recovered there by the Hurricanes as we go back and forth in possession here. Sam Taylor slowing this down for the Hurricanes. Taylor moves it to the right side. Goes to set a pick ball, move to the left side. As that is Allison. Grace Allison tries to skip past. That's almost recovered by the Breakers. Good save there from the goaltender.
Almost got that one picked off, and then Sam got an opportunity for a great shot.
Good effort here. As that is Hannah Kent making the run. Doing the hard work in transition. This ball is recovered down low. Going to get called for in the crease there.
I got to say, for the Breakers, the key in this game is Hannah Kent. And in the last series, she was always the one beating someone and finding someone. You see they're in trouble to break out, she just takes it herself.
Exactly, and the Breakers are going to have to rely on her for that for sure.
100%.
Good outside shot there from Cormier.
Cormier was the leading scorer for the Hurricanes in this season, so they'll be looking for some big numbers for her in the playoffs.
Good pick there from goaltender Heaslip. Going to be a minor interference, I believe. Was that a minor?
10 seconds.
10 seconds again. I missed that.
Didn't have the full control, so.
Copy that. Dropped possession here. Breakers look to recover. Can't do it. Hurricanes do. 20 seconds on the clock. Good movement here from the outside. Steps into one. That misses just wide. Recovered by the Hurricanes. Again, big mid save from the keeper. Been forced to be sharp here early in the opening 6 minutes. Recovered by Batchelder. Good move. Moves to the inside as Batchelder turned aside by Noggle.
Nice save there.
Beautiful indeed.
Thought she had her going the wrong way for a second.
She did.
She recovered nicely.
Yeah, for sure. Able to get that lag out.
Cormier's got the shot from the outside.
Nice shot. Turned aside. Good low shot.
They're really picking on that glove, the stick side on the glove area there is where they're going after Kate.
Taylor steps into one. That's a beautiful save there. And no rebound, even more importantly. Able to get the transition they needed. Nice. Up to Kent. Kent will wait for a bit of help and finds it off the bench. Goes back to whoever set that pick, number 12. Nice shot there again from the picker, Mary Giles. And recovered by the Breakers. Nice try there by Hartland. Recovered by Cormier. Good job there by the Breakers defense, but recovered by the Hurricanes. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Aaron pass in the corner. Can't be recovered. Still time to work. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good save there. Heaslip again with the save. No rebound. We'll leave that again for Kent. Kent has some help away from the bench and finds it in Sam. I only know that name because it was yelled out. Sam Vanderjagt. Vanderjagt? Excuse me, Sam. Recovered here by Batchelder. Oh, good movement here from the Breakers. Disrupted there by the Hurricanes defense. Still time to work. Batchelder just misses wide. Good effort there. Reset shot misses. It's going to be a Hurricanes possession now. Great action in the opening minutes here, Smitty.
It's been the Hurricanes have dominated a lot of great ball pressure. Once the Breakers get out, though, two good offensive teams here. They got a lot of.
Sure, that was great ball
high-scoring
movement.
series here.
Yep, you're absolutely right about that. As we see some right there, we're just we're sitting back and enjoying this one. Good effort. Oh, and a dangerous pass recovered by Kent. She'll wisely pull out and wait for more help as they get the rest of the offensive unit out. Way to get that into the middle. Again, down into the middle for the lefty. We are going to have to get a printout next time. Heaslip, oh, as that was just avoided the back in. Good job there by the Breakers defender. And a good run followed. Brianna Desmond, good effort there. Recovered Taylor for the Hurricanes. Sam Taylor, good save there again from the left leg of Heaslip, but recovered by the Hurricanes. Oh, and upstairs this time goes Taylor. Turned aside again by the left shoulder, of Heaslip. Hurricanes again with possession. Another save turned aside. Can't maintain possession. Taylor coming over for the Hurricanes. Keeps it on the Hurricanes, or the Breakers side, Hurricanes will recover and get a reset. A missed pass there, ends up in the Breakers stick. Almost cannot recover there, going back the Hurricane way.
Must be something about this white line.
I tell you, they're losing the ball. Good job there by Ava Igamino. Dangerous pass towards the bench is broken up.
Oh.
No call on that. That's all right. Playoff lacrosse, let's call that one.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of contact in the game, right?
On her wrong side here is Brooklyn Salguero. Gets to the top side. She does. Goes down to the lefty. Good movement there. Good save there by Heaslip. Almost a back in. Just flirted with that line.
Saw the ref put the
whistle up
to his mouth. He thought about it for a second.
Oh, and that is recovered there by the Hurricanes. It's broken down there by Lorette. Lorette will also get the rebound off the shot. Good effort there from the Hurricane. And finally get some help. Good job there by Cormier. Cormier with another underhand shot, forcing Heaslip to make a great save.
She's been on her game tonight. That's what they needed.
100%. I don't think she was happy with the first goal that went in, and we've seen a much a more focused goaltender after that first shot.
Which, as you would know better than anyone, you got to have a short memory.
Absolutely,
in there, right?
That's it.
First one, take it to heart and move on and be better.
Exactly.
And she's been unbelievable since.
It's too long a game to be relying on that. Oh, the outside shot just blobbled. Hurricanes recover. So it's Brooklyn Salguero again, fighting for that loose ball, outnumbered by the Breakers. Will come up with it though. Breakers doing a good job to recover there. Ooh, Kent loses the ball at half, recovered by the Hurricanes. That was Grace Allison picking up the loose ball and moving it over to 17. 17 just missing. That's Ava Lorette. Lorette just misses short side. And we are going back the other way. Breakers here. Forced back almost at half.
Mary Giles
Grace
taking that in for
Hartland.
them.
Oh, a nice picked off pass there from the defender. Good effort there by Igamino. Igamino picking the ball up and going the other way with it. A nice shot on the breakaway, just misses. Had he slipped thinking the other way, no back over call by official.
Calling a shot on that one.
Rightfully so. High pressure here from the Hurricanes.
Pierce is going to take that ball and slow it down for the Breakers a bit.
Smart play from Pierce. Actually drafted in both leagues, as she was also a draft pick of the Mi'kmaq Warriors this year.
Number 1 pick for the Breakers
Absolutely.
this year. It's not bad when your number 1 pick has 70 points on the season.
That's pretty impressive, absolutely. Looks like a reset here. Hurricanes go the other way. Cormier. She's really shifty with that outside underhand shot. Oh, and she changes the angle of attack, a little bit more of a sidearm, and just catches the goalie opened up a little bit. Did he slip?
Just as you said, a little bit shifty.
Exactly. And you know what? She changed the plane of attack. Usually she's more of straight underhand. This is a little like sidearm, a little more sidearm. Just kind of gets the goaltender Heaslip opening up in that step into her post. It's a great shot. That's an educated shot, too. That's a goal scorer's goal.
Very much so. And the Breakers hadn't got set up in their box. They were still waiting for that top guy, and nobody stepped up, allowing Cormier to walk in just close enough to be able to bury that, right? So slow change on the back end gave her the opportunity. And again, one of the big things with the Hurricanes that's been perfect clear.
Yeah.
Just literally take the ball and run all the way up there and creating opportunities for the other team to get back.
And making it very hard for the Breakers to clear. Regardless of what the Breakers are doing, the Hurricanes are high pressure in their faces. They're doing a great
Hurricanes
job.
rule, if you got the ball, someone's on you.
Exactly.
No matter who it
That's
is,
so
someone
true.
has somebody on someone.
Good job here from Kent to double back towards the Hurricanes bench. All over her was the Hurricanes defender. Gets the ball onto the ground, but recovered from the Breakers. Good movement here with 15 seconds on the shot. Bounce pass recovered. The loose ball saved from Greer Noggle. Kent with a beautiful shot there from the heart of that defensive zone. Recovered from the Breakers. Looking to reset here with time to work. Good movement here. Oh, and a nice save off the shaft of the stick. That was my old goalie stick. Lots of saves left in it. I know for a fact. Good save here again on the short side by Greer Noggle.
That stick's seen a lot of action.
It did, absolutely. Came a long way from Onondaga, New York. Good movement down here to Kent. 15 seconds left to work. Kent looking for a bit of help. Finds it down low in the lefty. That pass just wide. Good movement here to cut. They're doing a great job of cutting into the middle and getting open. They're just not really connecting all the time on the passes.
You know, this is the first time they got the opportunity to put some pressure there, and there seems to be a weakness going high to low on the Hurricanes. They're coming up a little high, and underneath it's there. So maybe they'll take advantage of that in the next couple of ones. They had a great sustained pressure there, just couldn't get in the back of the net.
Speaking of pressure, Pierce Batchild, doing a great job there. Almost forcing that 10-second. Certainly Coach Matt Kent thought so, that's for sure.
She's a physical player on the floor there.
For sure, absolutely. And clearly able to find the line without going over it so far tonight in the opening 15 minutes, because she's been very effective for the Breakers. Good movement here again by the Breakers. Oh, looks like we're going to have a penalty here, as I was not sure exactly who made contact. Looks like number
Grace
9,
Allison.
Grace Allison.
Was coming across to hit the stick and missed and got it right in the face. Obviously set up the power play. This is where the Breakers have an opportunity to get, not that they're not out of this, it's only 2-0, but there's been a lot of pressure. Great opportunity to turn the momentum back
For
in
sure.
their way with the power play.
And with a goalie like Greer, you need to get an advantage. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make her work. She is a very good goaltender. But there's some very good offensive players on this Breakers end, too. So good movement here. Kent going up to Pierce. Pierce down low, down to her shooter, number 9. So that's Allison there. Or no, excuse me. Hartland. Oh, that's going to get
Kent
knocked
with a big
back
shot
over.
that
It's
was
going to be a
blocked.
reset here, I think, when it hits the goaltender.
Nope, no possession.
Oh.
She just whacked it down, so if there's no possession, continues through.
Copy that. It's like one of us was a ref or something. Here, Cindy.
Too many years,
Too many,
buddy. Too many
indeed,
years.
buddy. Know the rule book. Know the rule book. Good movement here from the Hurricanes. That is Alexis Loretta, excuse me. And that's going to get
Passing it off to her sister, Ava.
Oh, is that so? The family connection so far working tonight, as they have been a good job, or have done a good job, excuse me.
In terms of the family connection, they actually called Ava up for the first time on senior night. They get an opportunity to play with her sister, and now they get the opportunity to play in the finals.
Fantastic.
Pretty awesome to see.
Batchelder will slow this down here for the Breakers. 40 seconds left in the power play. Good movement here, broken up by the stick of the Hurricanes defender. That was number 17, again, Ava Lorette. Good job here. Hurricanes recover. Igamino. Oh, turned aside by the right shoulder of Heaslip. Good body position there from the Breakers defender. Number 12 there, excuse me.
Oh, almost passed that one back over the line on that
Mary
one, but
Giles on
made
that.
it back up there.
Batchelder stepping into one. That's turned aside again by Greer. I'd like Noggle to start the transition a little bit better. She can pass just as good as any of these girls on here.
They've got so much speed on the Hurricanes that you could get a breaker going down if she can make that pass.
Honestly,
Huge.
exactly. And with her passes, she passes just as good as any junior goalie in any league, male or female.
Loose ball, not going back over because it was tipped by the Hurricanes, but still no reset. They got 10 seconds here.
Good help there from Kent, allowing that pass over. But the pass intended for number 14, just out of her reach against Sam Vanderjast. Hurricanes take this over half and settle into the offensive side, as Georgia Davis started this up. She'll recover that loose ball with 15 seconds left to work. Goes down to the left side in Cormier. Cormier goes over to the right side. Taylor back to Cormier. Cormier with the underhand shot. Just misses wide off the back of the net. Good job there to pick the ball up. She kind of, as we say, muck it a little bit. You wait until the shot clock expires. There's not a scientific term. A great job there. Hannah Kent showing her field skills as she goes back and changes hands, takes the shot off the left side. Or excuse me, right side. Back to Kent. Kent going down. Tries to find Batchelder. That's picked up by a breaker. Vanderjast. Kent cuts to the middle, just misses wide.
Beautiful spin move
That
right
was
in the middle
beautiful,
there.
yeah, for sure.
Surprise Nagel for sure on the
Ooh,
shot.
a nice little reset shot here as Batchelder recovers the ball late. Able to pick it up and get a nice little shot. Forcing Noggle to make a good save late in a shot clock and late in a period, as there's 40 seconds here left in the first and opening frame here of the East Coast Cup Game 1 between the Halifax Hurricanes and the Eastern Shore Breakers. Good job as the Hurricanes cut to the middle. Ooh, as that had an opportunity, a little bit of movement, a little bit of a slider almost thrown. As Heaslip able to come up with a save on Salgueiro, excuse me. Oh, and another underhand shot turned aside, excuse me.
10 seconds. The Hurricanes putting all kinds of pressure on.
I once had a coach say, you never get scored on in the last minute because that carries over to the next period, and it's so true. Again, a pickoff here.
I don't think she
late.
knows she's got 3
she
seconds.
doesn't know how much time's left. Oh, good job there, as Ava Lorette did, because she turned and took that shot. Great shot on target.
You know, it's funny. I don't think the first one who picked it off realized there was 4 seconds, but Ava sure did it right down low. When she made that pass, she was shooting it right away.
That is true. Good job there.
Solid first period. I think the Breakers would be happy to get out of it only down 2. There was a lot of the Hurricanes dominated that quite a bit, and they've got to figure out how to get through the press because Hurricanes are all over them in terms of the press and need to get by that for sure.
Absolutely true. This is going to be a hard change for them if they can't get that press down early. It can surely can really throw a wrench in there in that long change for sure.
I noticed near the end that the start of the Breakers defense was quite back, and then at the closer to the end of the period there, they started to put some more pressure up high, which was causing challenges for the Hurricanes to get the shot offs, and they need to do more of that as they continue forward. The Hurricanes, I think, if they just keep using their speed, they're really getting them in the transition player. Instead of doing the full 5 OD, they're sending one up. And breaking down the D by getting up there quickly and then hitting the cutters coming late.
So true. And it's not just their veterans, it's their APs as well. Their young guns are really effective, or at least have been effective through 220, excuse me.
Well, they do have the shorter bench, so they're going to be able to need to push that ball and continue to do that throughout the whole game. They've got that. So it's going to be interesting as the Breakers had to play the last series of the semifinals, and the Hurricanes got the bye. So getting that extra time off obviously is going to pay off for them in this second series here.
It's always funny. It's either a savior or the killer with that long break. It's either the best thing you need or the worst thing that has ever happened. And so far, I mean, it looks like it's been nothing but great for the Hurricanes.
It is also, we should note, the Breakers' first time in the finals after their first series win.
Yeah.
Looked like there was a bit of nerves there in the first 10 minutes of that. Wasn't expecting a little shocked at where they were. I think they're excited, but the nerves got to them a little bit. Shook it out after the first 10, though, and calmed down in terms of that. But, solid effort in terms of that.
And it helps with Heaslip making some big saves, too. She
100%.
was very good in there. They'd had easily could have been 6-0.
Easily.
And on the other set, like when the Breakers have actually been able to settle down on the offensive unit and run their picks through, it's looked great. They've had open opportunities. As we always say, it's not the first cutter; it's the second and third and fourth cutter. It's things eventually open up for them, and they're getting those opportunities, just not able to beat Greer.
So how do you, as a goalie and having your stick, how do you beat Nagel?
So what you have to do is you have to work the ball around for 25 seconds of the shot clock for 30 minutes because you want to make her as tired as possible. You go deep in every shot clock. It is so hot in this rink. That's what you have to do. You got to make it hard on her, make her play as much lacrosse as possible because it's hot in here and it takes its toll. And that's when she's gonna get slower to the posts and slower to break out because that's what goalies do. It's just the hotter you get in that gear, the worse it is, right? So
you've got a lot of gear on there when you're in
true.
that.
And honestly, there's no reprieve sometimes, and on nights like this, and in rinks like this, sometimes you don't feel like you can lose any more fluids because it's just so hot.
I'm sure they're all drinking a full bottle.
And it doesn't. It has no help. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Barely touches. Barely makes a difference. That's why, like, the real hydration for games, and especially in series like this, happens 2-3 days before. Like, you gotta start early because you lose so much.
So true. Game 2 going to the Shore on Wednesday night after this one. I have no doubt they will have a rocking crowd.
Oh, for sure. And it's a great barn. We got to do. We called a Dartmouth Bandits junior game there a couple years ago. That was a great time, and a great spot to watch a game too.
Very much so. A small rink, like everyone's close to the action, and you feel like you're right on top of them.
Definitely.
That was one of the loudest games I'd seen all year because let me tell you, the fans made sure that everyone knew who they were cheering for in that one. So. It's nice when the fans get into it. The playoff atmosphere is all part of the fun.
That is the truth. Yeah, you just can't. You can't expect to just bring the ball into the offensive zone and shoot and score on Greer Noggle. She's just too good.
I'd like to see the Breakers add a bit more pressure on the breakout,
especially because they're not making. Oh, excuse me.
Apologize about that. That was not us.
It's still too loud, even. There you go. That was not our fault. That was a technical difficulty from the other side.
Yeah, I would like to see a bit more pressure on the breakouts. I think they're giving the Hurricanes a free pass, and they're getting 25 seconds with the ball up here in this end, and that's too much time with the team as talented as the Hurricanes. I noticed with the pressure by the Hurricanes, turnovers, but also they're only getting up there with 15 seconds. When you only got 15 seconds, you're going to have a bigger challenge in terms of what's going on.
Very
from that
true,
perspective.
very true, very true.
Got some young fans on the floor throwing the ball around, which I always love to see.
I love seeing that. And I just saw that was a game 2 of the Sackville Hurricanes series, where there had to be like 15, 20, maybe even 30 kids on the floor in that intermission. It's awesome. I love that.
I was down in St. John this weekend reffing the Rapids Bandit series, and we were in Quispam Sis for the second game. First game was at Beaverbank, and I swear there was probably 50 kids on the floor, and they all lined the door as the Rapids came out to cheer them on, which again, that moment of like, this is what it's all about right now.
And that's what this league is striving for, you know.
Yes, building that future generation and what's going on. It's great to see. Also to note, if I'm correct, and I have to go look this up again, but I think the U17 Breaker female team won the MML championship on Sunday.
Wow.
Talking about some players coming up through the system for the next generation to feed some of these teams right here would be interesting to see.
I myself will probably have to get more involved in the female side in the upcoming years myself, I think. I'm looking forward to it.
Mitch, you don't do enough already?
Now, this will be the fun stuff at least, because my daughter can't do anything wrong.
It is true. Since the last time we've been on this, Mitch has become a father.
Right. That is right.
Congratulations, buddy.
You.
Not that I haven't said that many times before. Got about 2 minutes till the start of the second here. See the team starting to enter the field of play again.
So, Smitty, what do you think? What do you think Coach Kent is telling to his girls right now?
I think he's really just talking about a little bit of effort. Like, they just seem nervous, right? Like they were much quicker on the floor. They seem to be reacting instead of controlling the play. I think it's just about getting out in front of people. I think he really focused on the breakouts. That was a huge issue in the first, and knowing, as you mentioned, this is the long change. It's got to be right in this one. I think if they get past the breakout piece, they're going to be totally fine and coming out in a big period about this. What would you say is going on the other side for the Hurricanes there?
I think you just status quo. Keep doing what you're doing. I thought that they were kind of smart when they added the pressure. You know what I mean? They didn't do it every time, but they knew when to pressure. But yeah, I think they're just saying, keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
It's interesting to see the final this year with the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes last year were very much a offense-defense off. It was going both ways. They had players that had that talent, and as those players have moved through in only 1 year, they were a very senior team last year, a lot of younger players. They're doing the more OD and having some very strong players, but still have those transitions so they can push the ball. And so it's great to see the coaching staff, Haley Glazebrook and Curry over there, working with them on those kind of different pieces in terms of changing their game to who they have and still coming out as the best team in the league. So second year in a row, they won the regular season, both times tied with the Wolves, came down to the final game and won on plus minus. So exciting to see the regular season come down to the final game.
Looks like Cormier and Batchelder will take the draw. It's been a good battle in the faceoff dot so far in the first period. Oh, and a good win there from Batchelder. She'll break right to the net. Cuts in. Oh, and a big save there from Noggle from the right arm. This is slowed down here, but an errant pass off the glass recovered. That was the Heartland shot. Batchelder steps into the middle, rings one off the post again. That's going to get picked up here by Mason. Batchelder recovers again, outside shot, eaten up by Greer. Good save there, no rebound from the veteran keeper. On her toes early in the second. And a slow and easy breakout here from the Hurricanes. Exploits a little hole. Has almost caught the breaker sleeping. That's going to get picked up there by Dwyer. Recovered here from the breakers. That's a Desmond. Desmond picks that up. Brianna Desmond can't find the handle. Picked up by Taylor. Good effort there, trying to go up to. That is Igamino. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right because she is a great lacrosse player. Thanks for the shout out, Craig. Glad you're tuning in. Good effort here from Kent. Looks off the bench. She'll break it down a little bit low with some help. Looking for some help, excuse me. Finds it in Batchelder. Batchelder just misses a little wide. Recovers with time for another shot. Misses wide just again. This is going to get recovered by the Hurricanes. Good effort there. Sam Taylor brings that ball up. Trying to dish it over to Salguero. Back up to Taylor. Taylor over to the lefty. That's Igamino. Oh my, and a broken play. Recovered by, I think that was Ava Lorette.
Ava Loretta, number 17. Loose ball, got up there on top, able to bury it in after that.
Good effort here. Little broken play there as the defender knocked down the Igamino shot, and then it was recovered there.
Seemed like a shot that was blocked and not picked up by the crease player on the loose ball. Right over to Ava Loretta, who's, I think that's her second of the night, actually.
And I think, unfortunately, that's tough luck there, but what more can you do from Heaslip, goaltender Heaslip? That's how they've had to score on her, is she has been very sharp in the first and second here.
Both great offenses. I'm expecting a huge offensive series here, but both goalies have been sharp to keep this in a defensive battle as it should be.
Exactly, and Hurricanes just getting a little bit of the lacrosse luck, a little bit of the balls dropping in their favor. Working hard for that effort though. Not like I'm trying to diminish that effort, that's for sure. But that's what happens, when luck is when hard work meets opportunity, as they say.
100%.
Good job here from the Hurricanes. Nice outside shot off the post. And that is going to be Hurricanes possession again as that goes. The Allison shot, the Grace Allison shot goes off the post and out, which does maintain possession. That's a shot. Looked like she had no angle there. It's going to end up on the back of the net, a Heaslip.
I'm not sure she had an angle.
Yeah, no, I was actually going to question if that was a valid shot, to be honest. A little bump here on the breakout there as Grace Allison runs into Hannah Kent there. And a picked off pass by Allison. Good effort by Kent to get back on D. Allison and Kent, good job there from Kent. And a great effort there from the AP Grace Allison. Good effort getting in the lineup for the young lacrosse player. Batchelder out, oh my! As she did everything right, and Noggle comes back short side with the stick side save, and a beautiful bounce pass in transition. Should have been picked up there, as that was a beautiful save and a nice bounce pass intended for Salguero. Good job here by the Hurricanes to force the back and force the errant pass into the Breakers bench.
You see that grab by Coach
That's
Kent?
right.
He's goalie
Great,
for sure.
great
right
junior goaltender himself. We'd love to see him in the senior league there whenever he's ready to get the pads back on. Igamino over to the right side. Brady's going down low as that is Todd going down to Salguero. As they exchange, Salguero goes over the top to the left side. Lorette with the outside shot. That's going to get picked up by Igamino. Reset, full shot clock. Another outside shot. That's going to be a reset and a no back over. She was not aware of that. Was Ava Lorette not aware of the back over?
She missed the wave there and went for it. Caused a turnover.
Oh, got lucky. It did.
That's an AP player who's not used to the rule. Some of those things she'll learn as she matures in this league.
That's so true. And it was no harm. She learned the lesson without no harm, because the Breakers, unfortunately, an errant pass again ends up in the bench. Good strip there from Kent. And Kent taking on two defenders. A third one joined. Oh, is she back? As rightfully so, she came into contact in that crease a little bit too early, waved off by the official.
I was going to say, as she started running, I think the only thing that's going to stop her is the crease.
Exactly so. Unfortunately, just bumped too many times. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Cormier goes down low to her right side, but a lefty. Left side, but a righty. Good recover there from Taylor. She gets it over to Cormier. Cormier with another underhand rip. That just misses. Allison picks it up, goes over to the crease.
Nice defense.
Good job there as Busby gets turned aside. Breakers break out the other way. Good job here as that is Hallstone.
Right down the middle.
Good job there by Hallstone to get it up to Pierce Batchelder. And the Hurricanes throw this ball all the way down back to Heaslip. Heaslip looks off the close pass. She'll dump that down into the corner. That's recovered by Cormier. 13 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second. 3-0 here for the hometown Hurricanes. Cormier recovers. She'll flip it off to her left seat. As that's Igamino. Igamino going back down to Lorette. That's recovered by Heaslip. 10 seconds. They still had 10 seconds on the shot clock, I should say. Heaslip forced to make another pass as they are just locking off everybody in transition. The Breakers are going to either have to send somebody in the crease. Good shot there from Batchelder. Again turned aside by Noggle. Great job there from the goalkeeper. Excuse me, it is warm and I'm running out of water. Thank you, Smitty. Good job there by Vanderjast. Oh, good job to get the door closed before anybody was injured on that one. Batchelder turned aside. Noggle recovered the rebound.
One of those bad timing things. Pierce was trying to change the door open to let her in, and the ball happened to pop over there.
Exactly. No ill will, that's for sure. Igamino gets this ball in transition. She goes over the right side. Beautiful save there from Heaslip. Steps to her left. Recovered by the Hurricanes. A lot of time here to work for the Canes. Oh, as that pass ends up in the corner. As Ali keeping. Can't come up with it. Looks like a minor interference possession call. Hurricanes will recover. Cormier over the top to the right side. That is, Salguero. We gotta get some pen and paper action. This electronic roster we're working with is not doing it for us. Oh, Cormier with the beautiful cannon off of the Salguero pass. We got a 4-0 lead here for the Hurricanes. We're going to get a good look here from the replay.
Loose ball going on the boards. Salguero picks it up, leaving the top side open. Cormier receives the pass and steps into that hole that was created from her. Middleman's got to slide up in that situation to make sure there's not an outside shot, and she buried that. Bounce shot, exactly how you want to beat Kate.
That's exactly it, and especially in a zone defense, one missed assignment and the whole thing goes by the wayside, as we say.
Exactly. The pressure came from the far top shooter one, where it should have been from the close side, which left that hole open for Cormier to be able to take that shot from the top.
Good recovery here from Batchelder. She gets away with a couple shakes there as the ball gets stuck in her stick. Probably from taking a lot of draws that she does. Oh, and a good effort there as she's pushed into the net. No harm, no foul there. That's a good attempt.
Think we're going to get a water break here?
Rightfully so. I need one. I'm not even playing.
Oh, looks like there's something with their throw protector as well. She noted there as she came to the bench. So
I did notice she took one early up in the throat area, and that plastic, if you hit it the wrong way, it just breaks.
Yeah,
I've gone through.
Yeah, they're retying it on there. You can see that from that. I gotta say, one of the big things in the last series was Pierce on the draws. Pierce Batchelder was winning the draws cleanly and getting a break that either would cause her to get a great shot opportunity or be able to dish it off to someone else. But the Hurricanes have really covered that off in terms of the draw, making sure she's not able to have that break. I've only seen one of them where Batchelder took the draw and went all the way down. So good job on the Hurricanes.
Cormier.
I would say their whole team was on the last series watching it, because they seem to have all the notes.
And that's Cormier too, doing a great job on the draws, not just a goal scorer. And it shows you like how important a guy like Jake Withers is in the NLL. Like when you can start 85% of the plays with the ball off the draw, it increases your odds so much more.
You know, I saw that in the semifinal series. I thought one of the big keys to the win for the Breakers was that they won 95% of the draws from Batchelder. And so you just get more opportunities with the ball to score.
Good job there from the defense of the Breakers to turn back the Hurricane offense. He slipped with another beautiful save. This recovered by the Breakers D. Good job to get to safety. As that was Desmond again. Brianna Desmond's been very good in that transition. Oh, and a nice shot there. As Claire Towson turned aside as the quick stick out front just misses. Great effort there from the Breakers offense. Batchelder trying to go 5-hole. Good save there again from Noggle. Hurricanes transition this ball up quickly, looking to go off the bench. Good job there from Kent as she picks off a very good looking attempt.
Coming off the bench here.
Kent looks off Batchelder and just misses short side. Oh, Coach Kent looking for the tip, not getting it. Oh.
Tried to pick that ball and go, but Maurice was not going to let that happen.
I was wondering. I thought Maurice might have been calling somebody the way he was waving somebody over. But cooler heads prevail. Lorette steps into one there, rings one off the post. Looks for that far side. Beautiful shot.
Also say that was probably the best offensive set I've seen from the Breakers. A lot of cutters, hitting the late person coming in. See more of that. Let's keep going.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. Good pick there. Opens up a little bit of a lane. Lorette going back up top. Oh, and an outside shot. Another cannon off.
How many more posts can you hit?
I know. On both sides there. Too.
Both times. Both of them taking two outside shots. That was Loretta on that one with one off the bar.
Good pressure there from Kent. Forces Georgia Davis to make a little bit of a quick decision there. 12 seconds on the shot clock. That shot put on the ground as Igamino looking for the back of the net. That's turned aside again. Lorette turned aside. Good pressure here from the Hurricanes. Again, forcing that ball onto the ground. Breakers having a little bit of trouble here, picking it up. Lorette looking like, oh no, Kent will.
Kent's taking that down in deep. We're setting, waiting for the yellow to come out. The big move by the Breakers is turning and looking for Pierce coming off the bench. She's always the first one coming.
100%, and Lorette knows that. Lorette's standing right there. She's done a great job on the defensive side and the offensive side.
And interesting to see how the Hurricanes are dealing with that. Lorette is covering Batchelder as he comes out, but also pressuring the ball so they can't get that pass off.
Recovered here by the Hurricanes, 12 seconds on the shot clock. They get it over to Cormier. Cormier back to the right side, 5 seconds, need a shot here to the Hurricanes. That goes wide off a shin. Good job there by the Breakers defense.
I think Nagel is the loudest yeller in here. I heard Red from like across the road on that one.
She has been going to my goalie clinics.
Nothing wrong with that. That's how your team knows they got to move the ball.
You have to be the loudest out there. That's the truth. Batchelder going low and setting a pick. Opens up a bit of a lane. Big shot there from Allison, turned aside by the defender. Hit a body in a lane. Good movement here. Still 10 seconds to work. A little bit out in no woman's land here. 5 seconds to work. As that's batted into the stick of always forever Salguero. I'm always pronouncing her name wrong, so I have to look every time. Oh, that's disrupted there by Towsend, I believe. Nope, that was Wyson, excuse me. Wyson doing a great job on that D-set. Trying to go over the top, settles back into playing some nice, good, conservative D. Oh, and I thought that was a pass intended to be a cross-crease pass. Actually gets on target. Reset here for the Hurricanes. They'll slow it down. Goes over to Lorette again. Lorette looking for that short side. Just misses. It's going to go off of nobody and out. Kent looking for the quick start. Will not get it. Now, as she's dragged back, starts it up. Good defense there from Salguero. Forces Kent to throw the pass away. Recovered here by Noggle. Noggle always resorts to flipping the pass. She has too good of a stick. We sat out here and watched her in warm-ups zing the ball off this. She has to be like, she can be more effective in that crease. I don't know why she's flipping, because she's a great passer.
You may have to talk to the coaching staff. That's the strategy right now, is to ever flip the ball.
Good job here from the Hurricanes just to get the shot off with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. As the time in the crease ticks away, it's going to be a moving pick here as a little crossed wires in the Breakers transition. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second frame here. As Hurricanes look to take game one. Still a lot of lacrosse left, that's for sure. A little bit of an overload situation. Nope. Yep. Oh. Big save there from Heaslip. She'll slow it down and flip it to her defender. She'll look to run it out. Has to use her feet here. They have gotten into trouble with this long change, but Heaslip has been big back there. Good pressure here from Kent. Disrupts that transition, gets the ball back. Oh, beautiful save there from Noggle.
We're still getting the rebound.
Yeah, exactly. Kent switches hands right there. Great shot again. Good effort there from the Breakers. Can't crack the goose egg of Greer Noggle.
I got to say it. I feel like the Breakers just need one, but Nagel is keeping everything out.
And great attempts. Like that Kent attempt was beautiful. She just makes a beautiful save. And then Cormier able to sneak one again. A big save down this end, a big goal down that end. That is lacrosse right there.
That's how it always works. You make a big save at one end, fires you up, and you turn it on the other.
That's exactly the truth.
It's like they're going to give a water break
Looks like
there.
a hat trick there, I believe, for Cormier.
I did see one of the coaches touching the
I
hat.
did. I thought
You saw that motion too over there.
I caught the assignment on that one.
Giving a goalie water break after that one.
And you look at that, Kent does everything. She drags Greer off her close post, but it's like she was able to get back and get the shoulder out. It's a great save. Greer looking for a little touch minutes. I think he slips a little angry right now. She's not too happy with this 4-0 lead. But, in lacrosse, you should be able to let in 4 goals, but not against Greer Noggle, I don't think, because she has been sharp.
Breakers goalie has played excellent. She's had a great game.
Yeah.
Playing really solid, making the stops that she needs to save. Nagel's just made a few more. That's really what's happened tonight.
Speaking of a clean win, great job there as a clean win from Batchelder, but great defense by Cormier to spit that ball out. Recovered by the Breakers. Batchelder comes up with it, looking to make an attempt here at the cage. Draws a penalty as she tries to get it to Allison. Allison just misses. Kent looking for the 6th attacker. Goes down low. Oh, it just misses wide. Does the left crease. Good effort there by Rachel Bourgeois. Again, I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
You got a high stick here.
I thought so. I wasn't sure if they were going high stick or slash.
They're debating on the number, I think, because they're not going in the box yet.
Oh.
Yeah, high stick.
Yeah.
On number 9.
Number 9. That has been Grace Allison, who has been very good as an AP so far.
They've been aggressive all night. And when you do that, you're going to take some penalties. It is part of the game. So great opportunity for the Breakers here. Down 5-0. Needing to bury one here.
And they're going to have to be better than their first power play. They did not get much going on the first power play attempt in the first period.
Oh.
That's not how you want to start that play. 12 seconds
there
here.
You go, though.
Good job. A great slash there from the Hurricanes defender to put the ball down low. Not sure which Lorette that was, but great job there. Good effort by the Hurricanes to get it over. A little swim move opens up a little bit of a lane. Good save there from Heaslip. Looks like a penalty. We're going to get a hooking call here from the Breakers, I think.
You don't see that call too often, a hooking call.
But kind of the proper thing. She had that inside lane. Looks like she was getting a little bit of a hold up, if you will. But, after only getting 1 penalty, we got 2 back-to-back right off the bat.
So we're going to play a bit of 4-on-4 here for a minute 18. Opens the floor up. That might be an advantage to the Breakers with more room to move around.
3:30 left in this second frame. Taylor starts it up top, goes to her lefty. Lorette goes down low again as they exchange positions. Igamino goes back down to Lorette. Lorette looking for that 5-hole. Great save there from Heaslip.
That was a big save. They needed that one
Absolutely.
right there. Excellent
and a good job by the Breakers. Just a little bit forced in that pass in transition. Looks
they
like
got a break, though. It hit the ref.
Exactly. I was going to say, Kent's going to win that 50-50 ball. Oh, it's the pass intended for the top.
Nobody sees it.
As that pass was intended for Townsend, turned over. Taylor takes it all the way the other end. Turned aside again by Heaslip and hucked down to Pierce.
Heaslip with a huge save there. 2 in a row for her.
Good job there. Just to disrupt the loose ball push, but she will come up with it. It will Batchelder. Batchelder gets back to her proper side, goes far side, just misses. Hurricanes fighting over this ball a little bit. Igamino breaking down. Just misses that transition pass. She has been quick in these first 2 periods.
That breakout, she's gone. Gone every time.
She's got a gas tank, for sure. And she's going back the other way like nothing happened. Against a girl like Hannah Kent, who's a great lacrosse player. Cormier D'ing up Kent, working her backhand, gets a little pick there. Good job by Hartland. Hartland in the middle, a little twister, turned aside by Nogler. Good job there.
Hartland had a great move inside. That was a great offensive set. It just won't fall. It just won't fall for them.
Exactly.
I don't even know if Greer saw that one coming at her. She's in great positioning.
And that's the thing. That's half the battle. Being in great position is going to pick up for those things that you don't see. It takes a great athlete and somebody who's great at position to play nets. Oh, a nice outside shot turned aside again by Heaslip. Battle here for the loose ball. Oh, I missed that one as I looked
right
down
on the back. She picked up the loose ball.
Right on the back.
And the Breakers got it right on the back. I don't know if they're going to give a 4 or a 2, but he's giving her a 4. She signaled a 4. Let's see if she changed it.
We don't have a replay of that, no?
Nope. Loose ball on the side there. You're going to see number 13 for the Breakers as she was chasing behind her. Gave her a shot in the back, a little bit closer to the boards, why she got the 4. So we're going to be down for 4 minutes on that one.
It looked bad, but kudos to Georgia Davis for popping up so quickly. Not looking to take a shift off at all as she's out here on this power play as well.
Hurricanes have been here in the final before. They know what it takes.
That is the truth. And I couldn't have put it better. They know exactly what it takes. And sometimes you don't know until you know. Oh, Cormier with the outside underhand shot just misses. That's going to get recovered by Davis. Sorry, no. That was recovered by Igamino. Igamino trying to get it over to Davis. Batchelder picks this up, turns on the Jets, gets it over quickly. It's a 1-on-3. Now 1-on-5. She'll take the shot. That ball rolls out, recovered by Taylor. 7 seconds here to. That's why Batchelder took the shot. I didn't realize how much time was left in the shot clock, or in the period, excuse me.
Another great period. Hurricanes extending their lead. They just can't find the answer to Nagel in this one.
Yeah, what was that, a 1-0 period, I think?
I think it was 3 by the time. Was it 2-0 when they went in?
I thought it was 4-0. No, I'm way off.
Yeah, it's 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Both goalies playing phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And, it could be a 10-10 game.
100%.
Both goalies busy. And it is warm in here.
Honestly, Mitch, it says 5-0, and people would look at that and say it's been a one-sided game. To me, the only difference in this, the Hurricanes have been here before, and this is the Breakers' first time, and they're just a little tentative on every movement. Just a little slow getting back, a little slow getting up, and the Hurricanes have found that extra gear already and kind of knowing what it takes.
No,
as you play more minutes in this game, you start to get that experience, and I think you're going to see the Breakers take another step in this third period. So I don't think this is out of reach in any way.
No, you're absolutely right.
You're going to give me complex if you saying that, man.
You need me on your shoulder as a parent. You're right.
What would you like to see from the Breakers out of this one in the third? Wait, you coach the Warriors, so if you're going in the dressing room, finals, game 1, going into the third, team's down 5-0, what are you going to say to them?
Everybody find somebody to fight. No, that's the thing. It goes back to what you just said. The score doesn't really dictate the game we've watched. We've watched a very tight game where somebody's getting the bounces a little bit more than somebody's not. The Breakers are doing a great job. Greer is doing a great job in nets. Kate is doing a great job in nets for the Breakers. But it's just they're not getting that ball that's rolling off the shoulder and going in on Greer, whereas that's happening to Heaslip, to Kate. So, just a little bit. And the only way you're gonna fix that is just by keep working hard. So as long as they keep the effort going, and know that this is a series, not just one game, and they're playing for more than just the outcome of this game right now. So. If I'm looking out there, it's 20 minutes. I'm trying to send the biggest message I can, as big as possible, in the next 20 minutes for the rest of this series.
I think you had, coaching the Warriors this year, you had one statement after early on in one of the games that they ended up losing. Not by much, it's a tight one. And your comment in the room after was, you guys worry too much about what the final score is and win and lose and are not doing the right things. And They're doing the right things. Keep focusing on doing more right things. The result will come.
And that's so true. Like I saw young, hardworking lacrosse players getting frustrated for playing lacrosse hard and not getting success. Like I mean, that's that's the whole point. Like nobody, they want this just as much as you. They're not gonna lay down and give this game to you at any level of this sport. That's why we play this game at this high level. And unfortunately, some players think that, I don't know if they're, what's the main character syndrome, where the world revolves around them sometimes. But it certainly takes a team to win a championship, and we're seeing two teams out here work very, very hard.
Very much so, and I mean, as you said, it's a series.
Exactly.
It's not one game.
Exactly.
So even if you did drop this one, and this is the situation the Breakers are. If you lose this one, you're going home.
Yep.
You're going back to your barn, right? You're trying to send that message.
There.
Be strong in this period and come out. It's in junior when you get to that level, it's all about results. But sometimes it's not about the results. It's about building to something, and that's coming out in the end. This isn't the end, no matter what.
The juice
so
is
sending
worth
that
the
message.
squeeze.
Exactly. The transition from the Breakers, I thought, was stronger in that one. Started a lot better clears in terms that they were a lot quicker on them. O and D wise, just some small minor ones, but.
And they started to run it out more too when they were getting in a little bit of trouble.
Yes.
Because early on there was a couple trouble moments there where the Hurricanes were jumping on them early, but once they got somebody in there to run it out quickly, it was looking a lot better for them.
Man, the Hurricanes pressure though.
Yeah.
They don't give you a second to do anything. No matter where you're moving, there's somebody on your stick, on your body, hitting you. And they're just relentless. Like, it's interesting to see. They have a shorter bench than the Breakers. The Breakers have the full 20 tonight. And I think the Hurricanes are down about 4 players.
And they're athletes.
But they are just relentless, right? They are relentless. They tire you out.
And the crazy thing is like you look at the girls that were running a lot there, like Igamino, she ran a lot, like both ends of the floor. Salguero, both ends of the floor. That's a lot of big minutes that they're logging, and they don't look tired.
The Hurricanes have, including last year and this year, even though they're doing the OD, they're a very transitional team. Everybody can play O and everybody can play D. And so they use that opportunity to go, if you get caught, you can go back. But when that break is there, take it. And they have been taking that one off the top and just creating opportunities. And even though some of them have not turned into goal, because Kate has been unbelievable in the net, it has tired out the defense from having to chase them back. And as you said, the harder you work, the longer it goes, the tired you get. Most of the goals were coming in the last 8 minutes of the period. Just when you start to, you run into that, you didn't have enough water, you didn't get all that intake in you, it starts to come out.
And those shot clocks start adding up.
Exactly. It is, and the other thing is the zone defense, I think, has been great, and I know Drew, the defensive coach, has really been working with them on keeping it tight, and it's been great. You don't see anybody coming down the middle. All of the goals are from the outside, nothing in the middle there, which is exactly how you want it. The downside to the zone is they get a lot more second chance opportunities because when the ball goes out to the side, there's no one there.
Yeah, you're absolutely.
And so you're seeing the Hurricanes get those second chance and get 2 or 3 30s, which as this game wears on in a hot rink like Spryfield, you get tired, and then it's harder to get the ball up. It's harder to do those extra steps on the offensive side, and so it's been a challenge to them. I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive, but I mean, it's hard to go away from what won you the series before and got you here, right? You got to stay in that zone and keep pressuring the ball like they're doing. It's a great defense. Just needed to take away a few of the second chance opportunities that have been there. But I'll also say the Hurricanes, they shoot for the pads, which makes sure it comes out far. It's not at the chest where it's going to drop down and stay in the middle. They go towards the legs, which makes sure it's either going in or it's going way out to the side where they know they are because of the zone.
And it's so important late in shot clocks to do that. Like, that's all you're looking for, those low-angle shots late in the shot clock. Try to get something off a leg pad that bounces up off the mesh or ends up back in your stick. And they've been so effective to do that.
There's a lot of lacrosse IQ.
For sure. You can see that, for sure.
See that.
From the coaching staff as well.
I do want to say one thing, and I apologize. I had said this in the first, and I went and looked it up. It was actually the Dartmouth Bandits that won the U17 female division MML, which is an interesting piece to that, is that all of the Bandits players are eligible for the draft. The Wolves will actually have the first round pick based on what happened in the semifinals. So I'm sure they were scouting this weekend at the finals to see who could be eligible for that first round pick. In terms of that. So congratulations to the Dartmouth Bandits taking the U17 female championship, and expect to see a lot of those players up here next year in the junior level.
And hopefully we get to stream more games. I know we got Tanner McDonald pretty strapped with all the games he does, but he does a great job. Thank you, buddy.
Tanner has been there for the last 2 years to do an amazing job to start to spread the brand. This is the first female game that we've actually streamed. Last year we didn't get to that in the playoffs, and this year the teams got together and said we wanted to make sure that we started that, and the first step is the final. I think next year they're going to expand into the semifinals and go a little bit farther. But it is only the second year, and taking those steps as they continue forward in the development of their league. It's been unbelievable watching the growth in the female game. Last year, I still have chills from the first game. You had all 20 players. It was actually the Wolves and the Hurricanes lined up with that national anthem, and you could just see what that meant to them in terms of having that opportunity. And it's just great to see this continue and see the young female players have a role model to look up to and to where they wanted to go. And it's great for the game, and it's just going to continue to grow and even bigger. I'm excited to see when the league's finally ready for expansion and adds a 15, because at some point it's going to happen. Probably not next year, but as the numbers continue to grow, you'll see even more and more. And great to see the Breakers last year had the first pick, move themselves into the finals as you continue to roll through the cycle of top to bottom and kind of going around. So excited to see as this league continues to grow.
And that's the best thing about a league, is parity. As we get a look from seasoned NLL official Bryce Maya. Doing a great job so far is our officiating staff.
In terms of the officials, they've really let them play tonight.
For sure, and
they've
I'm
let
totally
them
happy
play their
with that.
game. I think we've had 3 penalties in total, very few interferences,
Exactly.
and just letting them go.
Yeah. As they say, you should never remember who refs.
Except you called them out.
Batchild, they're trying to drive low, spins inside, turned back by Cormier. Cormier doing a great job of defending Batchild. They're really been her matchup tonight with the draw and on the O side and D side. Good save there off the Kent shot. They are really going to have to break down this defensive unit to get to a dangerous spot to get those shots off, because Greer's just too good from those outside angles. Oh, nice try there. And another outside shot by Kent's turned aside.
2 great offensive opportunities there.
And good job there in nets by Greer Noggle. Slowing it down here on the O side are the Hurricanes. 15 on the shot clock. Taylor moves it to the right side. Good movement here. Good outside shot. That's probably, I thought that was going to be a back in, but I didn't see that Heaslip had possession, not the defender.
I noticed that both sides don't let the goalie pass. Both sides go in the crease and get the flip
I know,
from them.
and I know for a fact Greer can pass, and I'm pretty sure Kate can pass well too.
I think she can too.
I know, goalies do have good pressure there from Kent to fix the. Notice that the Hurricanes were bobbling that ball in transition. She's going to wait for help from her bench. Good job there. Looks like too many players on the floor.
Yep, they were shorthanded in that, and they had 5 on.
Oh, good job.
All 3 official sides.
Yeah, no kidding. Nice pass in the middle. That was Emily Todd trying to get the ball on net. That's disrupted and ends up in the Breakers' possession. Tough transition here. Lorette causing all kinds of trouble. Thank you. As Commissioner Mike Hayes strolls in. Everybody, all the big wigs here tonight to watch this first game of the East Coast Cup. Lorette looking for some movement, goes down low, as that is Ava Lorette, I believe. She'll go to Cormier. Cormier with a little bit of room finds it on that short side. As we'll see, Heaslett just
right over the screen.
Yeah, right over the screen. You'll see just a little bit of a gap on that short side as she takes the step down and doesn't readjust. One thing, she doesn't readjust to that short side when that pass comes. When that pass comes back down to that shooting position, you gotta find your short side post again.
She took a half step instead of the full step.
For sure.
And didn't realize how far the pass had come across and left that bottom corner over, and Cormier hit that without a problem.
Exactly that. Batchelder starts this up off of the face-off.
The second one off the face.
Good save there, though.
We're going to check that plastic again to make sure it's still stuck on there.
Hurricanes get this ball up again quickly as McGilvery. She'll get that ball to Busby. It's going to be a back over here as Davis can't come up with it. Sorry, not Davis. Excuse me, Igamino.
One of the things that's changed this year in the league is usually that would be a back over as soon as the ball bounced on the other side. But they're allowing the defensive team to get a break if it's possible. So she allowed the opportunity for the Breakers to be able to come in and pick it up. Wasn't that opportunity to blown down.
Good movement here from the Breakers. Opens up an attempt there. That was the Heartland, or attempt by Heartland turned aside. Recovered by the Breakers with a lot of time here to work. Kent going over to the right side. That's bobbled and recovered by the Hurricanes. Davis will pick this up behind her net. She'll go back the other way.
Good pressure on that pass across. Make sure she wasn't able to cradle it.
Igamino passing up to Taylor. Good job there from the Hurricanes. Good movement off the top. Cormier getting a little bit of luck there as that shot, I believe, goes off the shaft of the defender.
Correct.
At least her stick is hit, and it changes the plane there. As Cormier gets the pass, steps in, defender gets a stick on it, really kind of affects the bounce, goes almost like a crippler, and comes back short side on Heaslett.
100%. The stick doesn't cause the follow through, which changes the angle of the goalie's reading. It just bounced right beside her. You could see that she was kind of half moving, and then saw the redirection and wasn't enough time to be able to make it.
That goes back to one team getting the bounces and one team not,
yeah,
like that we talked about earlier. Like, I mean,
exactly. Good defensive play to get the stick up there.
Exactly.
Usually that would cause it to go a different direction and cause it to go on net.
You know, she does everything right as the defender, gets the stick on the hands, but just an unlucky bounce. Ooh, as Batchelder taken down there by the Hurricanes defense. Taylor bringing it back, 2-on-1 scenario here as she'll keep. Nope. Oh, little off-angle shot. Almost bobbled by Heaslett. Good job there. And Breakers go quickly the other way as a quick pass up to Batchelder. Batchelder turned aside by Greer Noggle. Hurricanes slow this down a little bit as Cormier goes to the middle. Too many green on the floor. Breakers
changing a little too early on that one getting called.
They should have slowed it down a little bit more.
I don't know. I think the Hurricanes game is push.
Exactly.
Push
they
all
don't
the
know how to take the foot off the gas.
I think right now the Breakers are tired. Pushing them is not a bad thing. They keep wearing down that energy from the Hurricane
You're
side.
absolutely right again, my friend. Cormier bobbled the ball. I thought that might have been a back in, but no. Even Cormier told her to pass the ball. She knows Greer can pass the ball. And Greer chose to flip it. Good defense here. Having said that, no quit by the Breakers at all.
No.
Good save there from Kate. As that's recovered by the Breakers. Breakers transition this out, go up the bench side, and that's picked off by Lorette. Lorette wisely waits for help. Finds it off the bench in Todd, or I believe that's Todd, could be Busby. That is, yes, Busby, excuse me, still learning the names of our female junior A players. Oh, a nice little
up and under there.
Yeah, nice little slip under. Good effort there.
Mary Giles on that
Breakers
one.
recover. They'll get a shot off, just misses high. And shot clock will expire. 7-0 here with 13 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third and final frame of Game 1 of the East Coast Cup here. Halifax Hurricanes against the Eastern Shore Breakers. Good pressure there from the Breakers defense, putting the ball on the ground. Recovered by the Hurricanes. Doing the right thing, able to put a little bit more pressure. Trying the old bank off the back of the goalie. Don't think that's allowed anymore.
You can, if it bounces and goes in, it would be legal, but it's not a reset. Any shot behind the goal line would not consider reset.
So still a clean goal. Great pick there from Batchelder, but unfortunately brings the double over as Taylor able to cause some trouble for Kent. Oh, Kent with a beautiful shot, turned aside. Just getting the right shoulder on that was Greer. Oh, it looks like Batchelder able to draw another penalty. Good effort here from the Breakers. Still 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to send a message.
I gotta say, I think both coaches in the dressing room said send a message in the third. It's a long series because not a single person has let off the gas in this one at all.
Absolutely that. And we've seen people step up in the third too. Like
Very much so.
Here we go.
Oh,
Looks
two
like
calls
two
on that
calls down as Cormier takes one. Because I don't think that would be my first choice to serve a penalty for something.
Nope. 5-on-3 here for the Breakers.
Batchelder steps into one. That's great effort there from the defender. I would have let that play. Good effort there from Batchelder.
As Mo would say to you, that's why he refs.
Exactly. I thrive in anarchy. That's why.
The Breakers coach is screaming for pressure. Get that
getting
ball
it,
back.
but a little bit late. Good job there. As Myra St. Hilaire. Good job there again. St. Hilaire finally picked up.
Oh.
As that was
pass across, it was just a little high for Kent.
Yeah, Chloe Dwinell. Recovered by Kent here. 15 seconds left to work. 55 seconds left in both penalties. Ooh, Batchelder turned aside. A beautiful attempt there. Noggle out with the stick. Good effort to recover the loose ball, and she sends it down all the way down to Heaslip.
40 seconds left on that 5-on-3.
Right call from the goaltender. Oh. As a pass intended for Heartland. Good job by the Hurricanes to get that over. Good effort. Again, that is, oh my, as St. Hilaire takes out Ann Christie. Or no, excuse me. I thought it was St. Hilaire, but I believe
Desmond.
That's Desmond. Desmond who took her out there. 4 minutes she gets on that. And now the
Going
Breakers.
to talk to her, that might be incorrect here.
Pardon me?
Going to have a discussion about that.
Oh.
No, it is 4 minutes. Must be a check from behind.
Starting this up for the Hurricanes is Renee McGilvery, doubled by the Breakers. And that's
Still a man up for 2 seconds.
Igamino trying to
go
help her
down
out.
now.
Good job there as McGilvery using the wheels to kill the last little bit of that power play. We're going to get some 5-on-5 lacrosse here. Shot almost a back in there, but just avoided by the Breakers.
Breakers are down a man here after that penalty.
Right, as they are short for the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Good job there from Davis to pull it out. Waiting for her offensive unit to set up. Goes to Taylor. Taylor back to Davis. Davis to Igamino. Igamino moves to the top. Goes to, not Lorette. That is keeping. Keeping now at top. She's got some mean D from St. Hilaire. Puts the ball on the ground. And that's recovered by Dwinell. Great job there. Great D from St. Hilaire. And a great job there by Dwinell to pick up that loose ball. Oh, Lorette almost gets that ball loose. Kent able to recover. 15 seconds to work for the Breakers. Kent turning on the speed, looking for that outside shot. Has a pass though and finds the pass. Can't get the shot on target. Disrupted there by the Hurricanes defense.
What vision on
I
that?
know.
Moving far away, pass it all
And
the way across.
everybody
Wow.
was coming with her and
Yeah.
just opened up the lane. Great effort there. Excuse me.
That seemed like a Division I lacrosse player.
Exactly.
Plays at Niagara University.
Yeah, Niagara University. And she has been thriving this year especially.
First Nova Scotian player to play Division I
exactly.
lacrosse.
Like, I mean, that's pretty spectacular. Oh my. As that was Salguero getting dumped in the front of the net. Batchelder trying to find a lane. Again disrupted by Cormier. Hartland, 15 seconds to work, looking for a pick. Finds Batchelder out front. Great effort there, as I believe a defender disrupted that with the stick. As that was Busby, I believe.
There's always a Hurricane player on you. No matter
Absolutely.
where you are, there's always someone on you.
Greer not knowing exactly where that pass or where that shot went. As it just spit out the back of her crease. Cormier now on the offensive unit. Good movement here from the Hurricanes. Breakers will recover this here. Or no, they'll muck it, trying to just let that shot clock expire, as it does.
Just as good as a turnover
Exactly.
shot clock.
Still short for 40 seconds. Gonna have to run this ball up a bit or just huck it up to Kent. Kent recovers, wins that loose ball, switches hands. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, definitely, yeah, because St. Hilaire just was going off as he called that.
That's about 10 steps between the difference of that one.
I was like, did they call 10 seconds? But no, that was definitely too many players on the floor. Oh, good give and go on the left side there for the Hurricanes. The shot goes up into the mesh. Breakers will start this up. 7 minutes left in the third frame. Running towards her bench. Oh, gets chopped in. That will draw a penalty.
2 minutes for a trip there on Allison.
As she took
Sophie,
down,
number 15 for the Breakers, trying to do a breakout, cuts across. As the stick catches her on the back. So we're going to go 4-on-4 for 7 seconds. And then come out of
as
that.
that was Sophie Lamarquand. I hope I'm pronouncing that close to right. She was taken down on the cement. Third power play here tonight for the Breakers. Hopefully looking for a better outcome. Batchelder steps into one. That goes back off the boards to Batchelder, and she scores, breaking the goose egg of Greer Noggle.
Getting her own rebound and then putting it in the top left corner.
Yeah, absolutely that. Kent stepping in, goes over to Batchelder, steps into a cannon of a shot, bouncer, goes back to her, and then she goes far side, or excuse me, over that stick side of Greer Noggle. Great job there from Pierce Batchelder, who...
I call that far side.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was going to say, from this angle, I'm looking left at the screen, it was tough to call.
I don't want to say, I want to understate the importance of that goal.
I agree.
You've not scored all game. You're going into game 2, and you've just finally solved the wall that has been Nagel, and that's a key to them going to the next one.
And it proves that she's beatable. Like, yeah, I mean, she's been so good.
Exactly.
Great, like right there. And that's the thing is, like, you know, I think that some, and maybe I'll be never asked to do this again by saying this, but I think like some parents who are new to lacrosse don't realize how good of a goalie she is, because like that, like I mean, she is making some dynamite saves so far tonight and making it look easy sometimes. Oh,
she has very high confidence
for sure.
right now.
Actually, well deserved. She's shown it.
Very much so.
That went off an ankle, and she was able to get the left leg out on it. As Noggle flips to her defender, it looks like a moving pick here.
Mitch, you might have to go talk to her, though. I think she likes that play.
She's feeling tough in herself. She could be leading this one. You know, she could be top 10 in points in this team if she was looking to push it a little bit more. Great save there again, and another save on the rebound.
Hartland with the outside shot. Pass from Mary Giles, and Giles just kept going in to get the rebound. Excellently done.
Exactly that. Good job here to get it over.
Mitch, where do you beat Nagel inside? They really think there's something upstairs, but it's not there. When you're in tight on her, she really has everything covered.
And they're making her step, and she's still making the save. Like,
she's already there. She's reading it well.
Just, they're like boom, like that's if she should make that pass all the time. They should be ready for that pass all the time, because she can get it to that spot, no bounce, nothing, every time.
Mitch, you just don't want to see her flip it.
Yeah.
I think the breakers in tight got to throw more
For
face.
sure.
They're really just shooting, and she's reading it perfectly. Got to get her moving and then go back the other way. 10 seconds there. It's more of that pressure from the Hurricanes causing a challenge.
Yep.
I got to say, this will be the first time that the Breakers and the Hurricanes will be able to review the game film and make adjustments. We'll see how that impacts game 2.
Batchelder all over keeping. She'll recover that loose ball, looking for her second. Oh, turned aside again from Greer.
I thought she had it there for a second. Looked like
I thought I heard a
opened
whistle
up
there
a bit.
for a second.
Sounded like it. I think it came from the stands on the save.
I was really confused there for a second. Oh, a nice little hack there. Opens up a loose ball. Good recovery there as Vanderjast, finds Batchelder. Batchelder had a little bit of room on that stick side. That stick side hand, because it's holding her stick, is always going to be a little bit faster than that free hand. And there was just a little bit of room here. Hurricanes go the other way.
You can see excellent positioning. A lot of goalies worry about the movement, but also you got to be position excellent so your movement is less.
That's so true.
She has done it so well. That positioning, I'm not sure she even knew Pierce was going to the inside, but she was already positioned there. So when Batchelder went on the inside, she was already there.
And that's what I always like. I always use this term like economic movement. Like, I want to do the most with the least amount of effort possible. And like when you're in good position, that forces you to make good saves by not exerting all that amount of effort, you can maintain that effort for those acrobatic third period saves. Cormier almost loses the ball, recovers. So I'm pretty sure I remember Cormier running around the rinks being this tall, and you could tell she had skill back then. It's great to see how effective she's being at the junior level.
Captain for the Hurricanes this year, has been leading the way.
Wow.
I also do want to comment on the Hurricanes' new jerseys.
Big fan.
Big fan. A big fan. Well done to the Hurricanes organization on the new threads. Game 2, hopefully we'll get to see the new white ones.
I got to see the new white ones on the men's side there.
I don't know if they're the same though, because they're not the same.
But they're definitely not the same shorts. I like the women's shorts more.
I would agree with you.
That Canes down the side is cool.
The men's have the solid orange bar, and the Canes looks actually really great. So.
I do agree with that. I also, on the game tape, the numbers on the back of the white ones the men had were a little hard to read, but if you saw it in person, they were much easier. It was weird.
I think we were calling that game the right time.
But like when I would look at the screen, it was a little bit hard to tell, but it's almost like that the blends in with the mesh, that little green line. Kent trying to go over top, gets a shot off, but not on target. Bouncing ball can't be picked up. 2 minutes here left in the third quarter as Igamino. She's been huge tonight. Igamino.
You called her name.
I know, and I feel like
a lot of times.
I feel terrible if I'm pronouncing that wrong because she's having a beautiful game. Batchelder recovers this, and she's just doing everything right. She's just doing like the little things in transition right.
Already breaking up the floor, and there she goes again.
Little flip pass there to her partner. As they are calling for the double on Allison. Opens up a little bit of a lane, but the pass intended for McGilvery just out of reach, recovered by Heaslip. Sophie Lamarquand bringing this up quickly for the Breakers. She'll pass it over to Vanderjast.
Canes are playing both ways right now.
Down to Townsend. Townsend misses. Ball recovered there by Allison.
I think trying to stop that fast break from the Breakers and making sure there's no easy opportunities.
Nice little catch and shot there from number 7, Rachel Howie.
30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds here, last shot clock in game 1 of the East Coast Cup Finals. Halifax Hurricanes looking for the last little possession here as Cormier trying to go over the right side. That's disrupted. Picked off pass here from St. Hilaire. 4 seconds here to work. She's going to just keep this and toss it down. I'll tell you, the quality of game does not match the 7-1 score here.
Not at all.
As that was a great back and forth game of lacrosse. Just as we mentioned all through the night, just one team getting a little bit more of the bounces.
Exactly. It's definitely a game of bounces, which, as we know, can change in game 2. So, I mean, it's a huge piece in that. Mitch, you going into the dressing room after this, what do the Breakers need to do in game 2?
I think what the Breakers have to do is be, well, we said it, we said it how many times this year, you can be happy-ish with your performance and hate the outcome because they didn't deserve the 7-1 outcome. You know what I mean? That's why I'm happy they got on the board. I know it sucks that Greer loses a shot at a playoff shutout, but it was good for them to get rewarded a little bit from all their hard work from the game tonight because it's definitely not indicative of a 6-goal spread.
Very much so. Should also note that in the Junior A playoffs, nobody shake hands until the series
Exactly.
is over.
This is
There's
not
nothing in the
ill
middle.
will or
This
not
is not
bad blood.
unsportsmanlike in any way. This is an agreement by both teams that we shake the refs' hands, but we don't shake. We do wait till the end of the series. So.
Well, from the East Coast Junior Lacrosse League, I'm Mitch Hannigan. I'm with Brendan Smithson. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game 1. Game 2 goes Wednesday night in Eastern Shore. If you can't be there, make sure you tune into the stream.
For sure.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy your night.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Wednesday.